Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Alright, back with another lesson. In today's lesson, as you see in the title, it says, I'm not going to say the first name, but you see it, they're going to take the channel down. You know how they do. You know, it's YouTube. So it says, track millions of phones to see if Americans follow lockdown orders. Okay, so as you can already guess, you know, from what the title says, it says, you know, that pretty much Esau, you know, in general, you know, he's tracking people, all right, through the phones, all right, which we already know that, you know, through pretty much through all the technology, you know, that Esau has out here, all right, from the computers, the iPhones, the TVs, the smart refrigerators, all right, that Siri, that little Siri device, you know, so on and so forth. So all these devices he's using, all right, to surveillance and track you, all right. And it's been said, you know, through the media. It's obvious, you know. People don't even believe that, all right. It's been said through, you know, various medias, you know, through like the video games, through the movies, all right, through TV shows. They show you how they, you know, watch you through the camera lenses and listen to what you're doing. Okay, and this is all part of Esau's plan. What he's doing is he's trying to see, all right, who's going to comply and who's not going to comply, all right, for the new world order that he's planning on enforcing, all right, after he, you know, crashes this system, which he's doing. Okay, because we're seeing the food prices go up, you know, constantly going up, you know, and food are not showing up in the stores, all right, and they're not showing up, they're not being delivered, all right, so the food is slowing down, products is slowing down, you know, something is, you know, the everyday use of products that's essential, you know, that we use every day. So we're going to read a little bit of this and we're going to get some scriptures. So it says, let's start from here. It says, you know what, it says, bought access to location data harvesting from tens of millions of phones in the United States to perform analysis of compliance with curfews, track patterns of people visiting kindergarten through 12 schools, and specifically monitor the effectiveness of policy in the Navajo Nation. Okay, so there you go, man. All right, they telling you that they're tracking you, they're watching your every move, they listening to you, all right, your conversations. Okay, so he's preparing, man. All right, he's sharpening his sword, like the scriptures say. All right, he's waiting to strike. All right, he's prepping. Okay, to pretty much come down on you Americans. All right, get rid of the ones that don't comply and keep the ones that will comply. All right, it's gonna take that, you know, MOTB, that chip. All right, that he's getting ready to enforce. All right, so it says, let's see, let me see, make sure I ain't forget nothing. So yeah, track patterns of people visiting kindergarten, K through 12 schools, and specifically monitor effectiveness of policy in the Navajo Nation according to blank documents obtained by Motherboard. Okay, and then ultimately, you know, another thing I had left out, I was going to say, was that, you know, this is all an experiment, you know, from the things that the Americans do every day, all right, to the trends, all right, to the things we eat, the things we buy, all right, it's all an experiment. Okay, that's why you got the television. All right, they're telling you how to think, they're telling you how to behave, they're telling you, you know, how you're supposed to be, who you are, and this, that, and the third. Okay, and they're testing it. They're testing things out. All right, they're studying the people. All right, to see how they can get over on them. You know, with this new world order that they're about to enforce. So it's reading on. It says the documents also show, although the blank used COVID, you know what, C-19 as a reason to buy access to the data more quickly. It says it intended to use it for more general purposes. It says location data is information on a device's location sourced from the phone, which can then show where a person lives, works, and where they went. It says the sort of data um, bought was aggregated, meaning it was designed to follow trends that emerge from the movements of groups of people. But research have repeatedly raised concerns with how location data can be de-anonymized and used to track specific people. Yeah, and that's true. And they're watching the men of the Lord ultimately. They're watching the prophets because they're the most important thing. Uh, they're the main targets. All right, we're the main targets. All right, the ones of us that believe, the ones that's doing the work and things like that. All right, that's sincere. Okay, they're watching us. Why? Because this is what's destroying their kingdom. It's this word, man. Okay, nothing else. It's this word is destroying their kingdom. Okay. All right. So reading on. It says the documents reveal the expansive plan had last year to use location data from a highly controversial data broker, all right, called SafeGraph. You can look that up, and when you look at the site, they try to make it sound all wholesome. They're trying to make it sound like, they're just watching certain companies. That's a lot of these sites, man. You look at these sites like the WHO. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I mean. You look at their website, they make it seem like they're for the people. All right, they're actually trying to protect and do their best. They're have their make it seem like they have their best interest for the people, but it's not, man. It's all a front. All right, just like the SafeGraph. I looked it up. It's basically the usual PR BS, man. Okay, so reading on, it says the company paid $420,000 for access to 1 year of data. It says includes Peter Thiel. It says and the former head of Saudi intelligence amongst its investors. Google banned the company from the Play Store in June. All right, so let's read on a little more. It says the blank used the data for monitoring curfews and the documents saying that SafeGraph's data has been critical for ongoing response efforts, such as hourly monitoring of activity in curfew zones or detailed counts of visits to participating pharmacies for blank monitoring. The documents date from 2021. Okay, so yeah, man, they're experimenting on you people. All right, when you see blackouts, all right, when you have the internet just goes out all of a sudden. Okay, when all these things like that happen, those are experiments. All right, they're testing to see how the people react. Or just like down there in Hawaii when the nuclear what do you call it, the siren went off. People were freaking out. All right, and they was saying it was an accident. That was an experiment. They wanted to see how people gonna react. All right, so when the time comes when they get ready to enforce their NWO, all right, they know how to pretty much what I would say, come down at the perfect moment and knows how to handle the situation effectively. All right, just like years ago, they were doing the military would literally go in the middle of New York or something like that and do training. All right, why? Because they're training to pretty much take down these Americans, man. All right, and have full control and full domination. All right, that's this devil's plan, man. So let me read on a little more. So it says the blank seems to have purposefully created an open-ended list of use cases which included monitoring curfews, neighbor-to-neighbor visits. All right. It says visits to churches, schools, and pharmacies, and also a variety of analysis with this data specifically focused on violence. Yeah, trying to see who's gonna buck up during that time, man. So they're gonna know who to take out, man, when they come through. All right, so it's track patterns. It says, let's read a little more. There's something else down here. Here it is. This is one I want to read. It says the blank pandemic as a whole has been a flashpoint in a broader culture war, with conservatives and anti-jump shots groups protesting against mask and jump shot mandates. They've also expressed a specific paranoia that the passports will be used as a tracking or surveillance tool, farming jump shot refusals as a civil liberty issue. You see, so they already know, man. All right, their plans are exposed because they know that the new world order is coming. You know, a lot of these people, they know. A lot of them just don't care, you know, but they know, okay, and they still gonna go with it anyway. So it says, um, one of the more influential and moined anti-jump shot groups in the U.S. has promoted fears that digital blank certificates could be used to surveil citizens. It says QAnon promoter Dustin Nemos wrote on Telegram in December that jump shot passports are a Trojan horse being used to create a completely new type of controlled and surveilled society in which the freedom we enjoy today will be a distant memory. So there you go, man. So yeah, Esau knows that the people know, and his plans exposed. Okay, so let's get some scriptures, man. It's not gonna come to fruition. All right, the Lord's gonna stop that. All right, let's get Amos chapter 9. We'll start at verse 8. Okay. So he's trying to look at this. He just explains. So this is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Okay, now let's get Isaiah chapter 14, and we'll start at verse 12. Okay, we'll link this up. Alright, so it says, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the stars of the north, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. And that's the point. Okay, so here it is, you got Esau. Alright, the Lord, you know, Yahweh Bashim Shai, you know, he said that his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, meaning he's watching everything, everyone and everybody, and every action, every second, every minute, every hour. Alright, there ain't no breaks. Okay, so the angels, you know, the Lord is watching, man. Okay, 24/7. And Esau's doing this, trying to do the same thing, man. You know, he's watching the people, he's studying them, all right, seeing what they're doing, trying to predict what they're gonna do in the future. All right, like you got them predictive crimes. All right, trying to predict people that may commit crimes and whatnot. Okay, so he's trying to be like the Most High. Okay. So it says, let's read on. It says, verse, where we at? Oh yeah, slide here. We'll go down to verse 15. All right, it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right, and hell is a condition. Okay, so Esau, this so-called white man, he's in his heaven right now. Okay, this is his kingdom or queendom. All right, but the Lord said he's gonna be brought down, meaning he's gonna be in a lower state. He's gonna be down. He ain't gonna have no power. The Lord's gonna take all his resources, the power, and everything away from him. All right, and it says shall be brought down to hell, which is a very low condition. It says to the sides of the pit. It says, verse 16, they that shall see thee narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? You see that? That's the point. So you so-called Christians, all right, you people that don't believe, all right, Lucifer, or who you call Satan, all right, this is talking about a man. It's not talking about, the spiritual demon Satan. It's talking about a man, all right, which is Esau, Edom. How do we know that? Because the scriptures say in verse 13, it says, this is what he says. He says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heavens. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh." You see? So who went into space? You can look it up. The first time, Esau, so-called went into space, he said the eagle has landed. He landed on the moon, as he claimed. It says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." And what did they make? The planes. Okay? The planes, the jets, and all that stuff. The spacecraft. All right, the rocket ship. Go up there in space. Land on the moon, go to Mars, and come right back. Okay? So there you go, man. Plain evidence. And it says, "Is this the man?" Okay? Verse 16, it says, "They that see thee shall never look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms?" And how did he shake the kingdoms? With his nuclear missiles. He shook kingdoms. That's how he shook it. Alright, verse 17, "That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof." Near Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Alright, remember that? The bombing, the nuclear bombs. Alright, and so on and so forth. Alright, it says, "And destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lying glory of one in his own house." It says, verse 19, "But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under his feet." So yeah, he's going to be destroyed, man. The Lord going to destroy Esau, man. He's not going to come to, his plans is not going to come to fruition, man. The Lord's going to stop that, man. And we're going to get more scriptures on that eventually. So verse 20, it says, "Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people, the seed of evildoers." You see that? Why does it say seed? All right, the word seed there is going into the seed line, the bloodline. Okay, meaning that it's not just one individual. This is a nation of people. All right, which is the so-called white man. All right, man, woman, and child. Where that bloodline goes back to Esau, so-called white man. So it says the seed of evildoers with an S. It doesn't say evildoer. All right, it says the seed of evildoers. All right, so this is many, many people. So this is a nation of people. It says shall never be renowned. All right, so they're going to be destroyed, and wiped off the face of the earth, and they ain't going to be remembered. All right, they're not going to be remembered. Okay, so verse 21, what does it say? "Prepare slaughter for his children." Okay, so you see, so that it refers back to verse 20, the seed of evildoers, so his children. So it says prepare slaughter, all right, death, mass death for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. All right, so their forefathers, all right, the ones that had us in slavery. Okay, and then Esau will come out and say, "Well, I didn't do that. I didn't take no part in that." Well, the Lord says to prepare slaughter for his children, and you are the children of your forefathers, and you gotta pay. You gotta pay for it. And it doesn't make you any better. You are your forefathers. All right, you are who your forefathers were, man. Same devil as you were back then, man. No different. No matter how much you try to smile in our face, no matter how much you try to, act nice, all right. No matter what you do, man, you're wicked, man. And you go right back to your forefathers, and you ain't no different. Ain't nothing has changed. Okay, you still had a hate in you. You still hate us. All right, you still call us niggers and spicks and wetbacks, all kinds of stuff, man. You ain't no different, and we see it every day, man. And you're gonna pay. So you're gonna be cut off by slaughter. So you want to kill Jake, man, the Lord gonna kill you. He says that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So yeah, man, you ain't gonna rule no more. The Lord's gonna take everything away from you. All right. So let's get Psalms. Let's get Psalms chapter 64. All right. Let's get 64. in verse 2. Okay, so it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. It says, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay, it's Esau, Edom again. That's who it's talking about, the wicked. All right. It says, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword. So yeah, so when you're hearing about, Esau, Edom, he's tracking people through the phones, through all this technology. He's listening to your conversations, what you have on the phone. All right, he's watching the content that you look at on YouTube and these other platforms. All right, he's tracking where you go. He's tracking who you are, your name, your age, your birth, all that, man. All right, that means he's whetting his sword. He's waiting. He's gathering all the intel so he can come down with that great wrath. All right, he's basically writing your name down, taking your number, man. He's preparing. All right, he's gathering all the intel. All right, so he can find a better way to come down with great wrath and succeed in doing that, but he's not. Okay, so it says, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. It says, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret. You see, in secret. But his stuff ain't so secret anymore. We already know what he's doing. All right, his secrets is not so secret. All right, because people are exposing his ass, man. Why? Because his witchcraft is failing. All right, his witchcraft ain't working like it used to back, decades ago. All right. The so-called American people ain't so patriotic anymore. They don't even trust their government like they used to. It says, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret. At the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune. All right, so they talking, up there, in the United Nations, all right, these elites, they come together and they start talking, man, communing. All right, so it says they commune of laying snares, all right, which is traps, privately, okay, where no one can see them. We don't know what they're talking about. All right, it says they say, who shall see me? And we already know the answer to that, man. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah sees you. Okay, you can't hide from the Lord, man. All right, Esau, you can't hide from the Lord. He sees everything you're doing. All right, and the Lord is telling it right here in the scriptures. All right, so he's telling the elect, man. All right, he's telling the elect right in the scriptures, man. So you're not hiding anything from us, man. You can't hide from the Lord. Okay, we know what you're up to, man. So it says they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay, so they're doing a diligent search. All right, when they gathered all that intel, it's a diligent search, man. Okay, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Which means they can go real deep and mess you up. All right, with their philosophies, which is the reason why 2/3 of our people, they jacked up. They're trusting Esau, Edom. They trust in his system. They trust in everything that he pushes. All right, because why? Because it's like the scriptures say, their heart is deep. All right, they go deep in it, in wickedness, in their lies, and their witchcraft, to the point where Jake, the average Jake, he can't see it. All right, so verse 7, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. And yeah, their tongue is falling upon themselves. They're getting exposed. They're slipping up in a tongue. They have these interviews and they pretty much tell their whole plans to the world, man. On so-called accident. But the Lord made them do that. All right. It says, verse 9, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall wisely consider of his doings. Yeah, through judgments, man. Through judgments. Okay, that's the only way our people are going to understand. You know, it's through judgments. At least 2/3 of them. 2/3 are going to understand through judgment. You know, it's going to be too late for them, because they ain't going to repent until it's too late. But you know, they can't repent. So verse 19, Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, so there you go. So that's what they're planning on doing. There's gonna become a time, a day, when the Lord is gonna allow Esau to come down with great wrath. He's gonna come up, come in like a flood, meaning a whole bunch of soldiers, a bunch of military, UN troops, coming down on you Israelites, man. All right, but the Lord's gonna lift up a standard for the elect. All right, the 1/3, not all of Israel, just the 1/3. Okay, so it says verse yeah, that's it on that. We'll leave it at that. Let's go to Psalms. Back in Psalms chapter 37. All right, in verse 1, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." So there you go, man. Don't be envious against the workers of iniquity. You know, we see them prospering, they living good, so to speak. Even though we see it going down, you know, a lot of prices going up. People can't afford things like they used to. All right, people losing their jobs, high rates. Not a lot of people working. Crime is increasing. All right, but even still, even in this time that we're living in, as dire as it's getting, people are still proud as hell, man. All right, they're still thinking that this is just gonna go away, and they're gonna go back to their wickedness, man. But it's not. Okay, so it says, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. So don't be envious, man, because these people are about to die, man. All right, verse 2, as it says, "For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb." Verse 3, "Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart." All right. Verse 5, "Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." All right. So yeah, don't fret, man. The Lord is going to take this man down. All right, and these wicked people right along with him. Verse 8, "Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil." Yeah, you see Esau, Edom prospering. All right, you see 2/3 of our people, they prospering. All right, in society from wickedness. All right, you see them in the music videos, they promoting it all over the earth. Okay, from the food, the TV, the movies, all that stuff, man. In every way, shape, or form, just wickedness. Nothing but wickedness being pumped. All right, every day, non-stop. All right, so it says, "Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil." So don't follow them, you know, no matter how bad it is. Okay, you don't want to be caught up with that. All right, so verse 9, "For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth." Verse 10, "For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, they shall diligently consider his place. Thou shalt diligently consider his place, Salakia, and it shall not be." Yeah, Esau. All right, along with 2/3. All right, you're going to be wondering where the hell he at. They're gone, man. All right, because the Lord's going to slaughter them. They're gonna be killed, man. They ain't making it. They're going to die, man. Verse 11, "For the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just." All right, as you see, that's what they're doing. All right, when they're in that article. All right, when they're tracking people. All right, finding your location, your name, your phone number, all that mess, man. Okay, they're plotting against the just, ultimately. Okay, ultimately, you Israelites. All right, It says, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy. All right, who's the poor and needy? You Israelites. Okay, you considered the lowest of the low. All right, the undesired. All right, nobody wants to be around you. Nobody likes you. All right, so you're the poor and needy, man. It says, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. All right, who's that, man? The elect. All right, ultimately the elect, and pretty much anybody who actually believes in this thing, even 2/3 that may so-called believe or claim they believe, or even pretty much uh, uh, made contact with the truth at one point. Even they're considered a danger. Esau gonna get rid of them too, just for knowing. All right, so it says the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. So yeah, they plan on slaying the prophets, man. It says, verse 15, their sword shall enter into their own heart and their bows shall be broken. All right, so it's gonna backfire. All right, the Lord gonna have it backfire on them. Verse 16, a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. It says, the Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away. All right, which is that nuclear fire, ultimately, because the Lord is going to allow, all right, these nations to shoot them missiles, man, nuclear missiles over here, and burn up Esau, Edom, all these other nations, and also 2/3 of our own people. And the Lord is going to lift up a standard for us, and we're going to be saved via the chariots, all right, at the last end. Okay, so let's skip on down to 23. All right, it says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Okay, so here it is, man, no free will. The Lord controls everything. So it says, let's read it again. The steps of a good man are ordered by the way of the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young and now am old. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Okay, so there you go, man. So, the Lord's going to take care of us, as long as we, be diligent, we stay in this thing, and, we don't go off, intentionally. Don't intentionally, go out here and being wicked, all right, like the rest of our people are. Okay, we stay faithful. We wait on the Lord. Wait patiently. We do what's right. We keep our integrity. Ultimately, we keep our integrity. All right, follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, and hope to be delivered. All right, and the Lord's gonna protect us. He's gonna come through. Okay, so it says, verse 25: I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. So yeah, the Lord's not gonna forsake us. Verse 26, he is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Verse 27, depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. All right, because why? If you dwell into evil, all right, you commit iniquity. Where does it all lead? It leads to death. Okay, but if you do good, what? You dwell forevermore. It leads to immortality. Okay, verse 28, for the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his power is in his heart, none of his steps shall slide. You see that? So yeah, man. So pretty much you're going to prosper in every way. That's the way of prospering. Remember in the scriptures, I forget where, but it says that if you trust in the Lord, and, you do what the Lord, says, you be obedient, just paraphrasing, that you shall prosper. And no, it's not always carnally, man. All right, not through finances. Okay, ultimately, it's spiritually. All right, to save your life. Okay, to prevent you from being, killed out here. Okay, because death is everywhere, man. Literally. All right, death is in the doctrines, the food, the people. You can't trust nobody. Okay, they'll lead you to death. The food will lead you to death. The doctrines and philosophies and religions and all this stuff will lead you to death, man. Okay, in every way, shape, or form. This is the valley of the shadow of death. Okay, death is everywhere, man. The only thing that's gonna save you, all right, is this truth, man. Is this the Bible, man? Okay, of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, man. Okay, this truth is gonna protect you. All right. So it says, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Verse 33, the Lord will not leave him in his hand nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to see it, man. It says, verse 35, I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. And that's Esau's future, man. That's exactly what's going to happen to him. He ain't going to be found. Okay? He's going to be wiped off the map. Gone. None going to remember him. All right, verse 36. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Verse 37. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Okay, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. Yeah, you 2/3. All right, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. 2/3 of you demons, man. All right, you transgressors. You're gonna be destroyed together with this place. All right, with the Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom, and these other nations, man. Since you want to be wicked, man, you don't want to repent. All right, so it says the end of the wicked shall be cut off. Okay, and how? By slaughter. You're going to die. All right, verse 39, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in a time of trouble. Verse 40, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. All right, so that's the end for the righteous, man. And then you got the end for the wicked. They're going to be cut off by slaughter, and they ain't going to be remembered. All right, we're going to get one more here. We're going to get Job chapter 20 and verse 19. Okay. It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. All right, that's Esau, Edom in a nutshell, man. And these other nations. They take away our nationality, our language, everything that we were. All right, they stole it. All right, they stole the riches. All right, slacking. Hold on for a minute. Slacking. All right, slacking. All right, I'm back. All right, we're gonna finish this last one off. All right, so it says, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. Okay, so he desires to enforce his new world order. He desires to have complete and utter control over the planet Earth, all right, and the people. All right, he completely wants to exterminate you Israelites. All right, the prophets, the 2/3, all of us. All right, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but it's not going to come to pass. All right, the Lord is not going to have that happen. So verse 20, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save that which he desired. Verse 21, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. All right, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So yeah, man, when he's trying to enforce this, he's going to be having some trouble, man. It's not going to go as planned. All right, everything ain't going to go smooth. And here it is. This man's been trying to do this for centuries, man. All right, longer than what we can remember. Longer than what we can go back to, man. Since the beginning, this man's been trying to bring his plans to fruition. Okay? All that is going to be wiped away. All right, like nothing. And this man's been prepping for I don't know how long, man. Lord only knows. But anyway, it says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him when he is eating. While he is eating. Okay, which means when he thinks he got it, when he thinks he's got everything under control, the Lord is going to pretty much destroy him. It's going to cast him down, man. Okay, so reading on, it says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Alright, so it says, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gown. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity. Alright, and that's what's going on now, man. His plans has been exposed. Okay, everybody knows what this man is going to do. Well, just about almost everybody, because Jake's still asleep. He's still running around here trying to make it in this society. He's still running around trying to build a business in a place that's getting ready to be destroyed, man. You know, but for the most part, a lot of people, you know, compared to how it used to be, you know, decades ago, you know, a lot of Americans, you know, they see what this man is doing. All right, his plans being revealed, man. So it says the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. All right, while you got the protests and stuff going on. All right, that article mentioned that. All right, the anti-jump shot vaccines. Okay, the anti-lockdowns. Okay, the all these, just a lot of protests, man. Various matters, man. They're coming up against him. Okay, verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. So yeah, all his resources is going to be taken away from him. All right, so it says, verse 29, this is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh. All right, which shows that, yes, predestination is a part of the scriptures. No man has free will. The Lord said he appointed this, meaning he sanctioned Esau, Edom, that this would be Esau, Edom's end, man, ultimately. Okay, he sanctioned it. So he said he appointed unto him by Yahweh. All right, so he was created, all right, to go down this way. Okay, and that's how it is, man. So ain't no free will, man. The Lord controls everything, even you, even me. All right, we ain't got no free will, man. But anyway, that's pretty much it, man. You know, Esau's, you know, he's whetting his sword. He's making plans. He's making moves. You know, and eventually, you know, one of these days, man, you know, the Lord's gonna have this devil let loose. He's gonna kill 2/3 of our people, man. But the elect, the righteous, the 1/3, are the ones that believes, that's sincere. All right, the ones that's doing the work, the ones that's prophesying. All right, from the elders to the apostles on down. You know, from the men, the women, and the children, are going to be delivered. And the Lord's going to raise a standard, all right, up against this damn devil, man. All right, via spiritual power, chariots, angels. All right, Lord sent an angel to protect, you know, an elect man or a woman or child. Okay, and this devil is not going to, you know, be successful. All right, the Lord's going to cast him down. So, you know, keep your eyes open in the news. You know, keep watching. All right. And till next time, I guess. So I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kodash. Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. Shalom.